economic announcements are coming out. Obviously, if you like to nerd out like I do, this is an exciting time. And also, we're going to give you a prediction with a state guarantee, as always, on where the Bank of Canada announcement is going to head for June. I'm James Lowen. Let's look at some announcements and let's get going onto this one as I shrink down my massive head and minimize this. Swack it. It is swack it weather, baby. All right, let's get started. Look into this one. I'm going to tease you with this one to start off because we've got rising unemployment rates and weak job gains are happening. So when we're looking at whether or not we're going to see a Bank of Canada announcement, we're looking at inflation. Remember, we've talked about this. That is only one of the many factors and variables going into the decision from the Bank of Canada. We're also taking a look at employment. When we have unemployment going up, means we've got people with less jobs. Now, you might be thinking, well, people have less jobs, they've got less money to spend. That is true. Also means that our government is not going to have money from their taxes. It also means if they go on EI, that's also going to be draining from our economy as well. So unemployment has a three-factor kind of impact and why it's a really huge and key variable in determining whether or not mortgages that are variable are going to be affected. And then, of course, job gains, et cetera. So the estimation here is that we're suggestion of a 25 bips rate cut in June. That would bring us from 4.95 down to 4.7 on prime. I firmly and strongly believe, and even there's a bit of a hint of expectation that we might even get to 0.5 off. I know, exciting times. Now, I mentioned there's a whole lot of announcements coming up, and again, this is based on estimation, so we're going to know a hell of a lot more in about 7 to 10 days' time. What am I talking about? What's coming up? Well, I'm glad you asked. We have building permits, new motor vehicle sales. This one we expect to be tanking. Housing starts, manufacturing, exiting, just on and on. That's happening between now. A lot going on in the U.S. as well, which, I mean, Trump does feel we're the 51st state already, et cetera. So all of these to happen before we get to that announcement. But let's take a look because we do have some of these numbers already in, and some of it's okay, but some of it's not so good. So some of the key takeaways we have: housing starts. Sharp declines in Ontario. We're down 13.7% in housing starts. All right. Building permits. So ironically, in Ontario, we have a gain in this one of 110 million, where the rest of the country is going down. So a bit of a contrarian because we have not started as many homes, but we have permits to be able to build these homes. Bank of Canada, obviously, this one's still to come out. Existing home sales, and I mean, no big surprise. We're talking about national home sales falling 4.8% month over month, which is down, totaling since 2024, we're down 9.3% year over year, which is the lowest since March of 2009. So when people are talking about, is it a bit of a buyer's market? Yeah, that's a buyer's market. So whenever people are asking, like, I want to wait, like variable like rates might go down even more. Great, we're going to take a variable rate mortgage so you can buy now, and the mortgage payment and the rate will keep on going down. You can take advantage of that one. Is there any other reason that I should be looking to buy right? Well, yeah, this number right here is a huge affirmation that you have a sick buyer's market going on. So no big surprise. We got a lot of negotiations happening. Other people making offers with lots of conditions into them. Keep in mind, anyone making that offer, we do have our home inspection guarantee, which I implore anyone watching this video to, if you're not fully aware on that one, to reach out. I can walk you through that one a little bit more. Of course, it is available on the world's best website, lowengroup.ca. It might be slightly jaded, but very bottom, the home inspection guarantee is available for you here too. Outside this one, the week of May, like I say, we've got some extra goodies coming up over this next little period. So next Monday, I'll be able to give you a bit more firmer expectation and confirmation. But as always, we have the state guarantee that we're expecting on June, that rate to go down. And if and when it does go down, I'll be eating a steak dinner. All right. I'm James Lowen. Now you got your rate information going. Enjoy this beautiful day. Crush the week. And of course, reach out. If you've got clients that are sitting on the sidelines wondering why I shouldn't be buying or should I keep waiting, I'd love to have a chat with them. All right. Cheers. Ciao for now.